Hey traders, David Frost, LazyGapTrader.com. In this video, we're talking about day trading. More specifically, we're talking about gap trading. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 examples of morning gap trades from this morning that worked out exactly as advertised. Gap trading is by far the single most consistent and profitable day trading strategy you're going to find across the markets today. One of those morning gap trades was L Brands, LB. You're looking at it on the screen here, but before we get into the charts, I want to explain a little bit in detail of what gap trading really is. As day traders, we need opportunity, and that means that we need stocks to be moving at the opening bell. When stocks are gapping higher or lower from where they closed the prior trading day, that creates opportunity. And the opportunity for traders is when they can identify a specific price where these stocks will first be drawn to like a magnet and then have a price reaction from in the other direction. In my course at LazyGapTrader.com, traders learn everything they need to know in order to trade the gap successfully day in, day out. Which stocks does this work the best with? What are the other criteria that we look for, such as what type of volume are we looking for on these stocks? How much of a gap higher or lower are we looking for? How do we trade them? How much profit are we looking for? How much risk should we be willing to take? How do you know when you're wrong on a trade? Very, very important. And there's a whole bucket full of other nuances with this gap trading strategy. But most importantly, how do you calculate the specific price where these stocks will first be drawn to like a magnet and then have that price reaction from in the other direction? All these things and a whole lot more are taught in the course at LazyGapTrader.com. The other thing I do is give traders an opportunity to get my gap trade sent to them each and every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 30 minutes before the markets even opened for business. As you can see, this morning we had 6 potential morning gap trades on the board. Now we're only interested to take the trades that come into the specific price levels that we calculate. If the price levels aren't hit, it's a no trade, it's off the board. Out of this list, 3 of the stocks came into their price levels and produced profitable trades. And by the way, all this happened within the first hour of the trading day. And that's the way gap trading works. Most of the trades are going to take place within the first 60 to 90 minutes of the trading day. The first one that hit its price level was BOX, B-O-X. Gap lower, support levels are $19.55, $18.51, and then I even gave a third level down at $16.66. Stop and profit target is about 25 to 45 cents. These are minimum profit targets. I also say on this one, the first 2 support levels are close together. Traders can take a partial position at the first level and add at the second if it were to go down that far. So I ended up having a partial position on this stock. It did trade lower, but it never got down to the 18.51. It reversed, gave us the profit, the trade was over. So that's okay. I had half a position, what I would normally take. It's still a profit. We're on to the next trade. Speaking of which, the next one is L Brands, LB. Gap lower, support levels are $43.61 and $42.03. Stop and profit target is about 30 to 55 cents. Again, they're minimum profit targets. Much of the time, we get a lot more out of these trades than the minimum profit target. But we have to be aware that you can book some profit along the way and then let the rest run so that we can capture the tremendous gainers where sometimes these stocks will run $2, $3, $4, $5 off these levels. We do catch the low of the day a lot of the time. In my course, there's an entire video module on how to squeeze the most profit out of these, how to turn these trades into risk-free, emotionless trades, and that's what allows us to capture as much of the profit as we can. The third one that hit its level today was Monster Beverage, MNST. Gap lower, support levels are $55.88, $53.96, and then even a third level down at $52.04. Stop and profit target is around 35 to 65 cents. Again, these are minimums. And keep in mind, when I give multiple price targets on these stocks, for example, Monster, $55.88, $53.96, these are separate and independent trades from one another. There are many times where we get the trade happens at $55.88, for example, the stock will give us the profit. It'll continue lower later on. It'll hit 53.96 and give us another profit. That happens quite a bit. In fact, it happened this week multiple times. So here's the chart of BOX, BOX. Now, as you can see, the stock closed yesterday all the way up at $24.06. The stock was getting hammered at the open, trading significantly lower, obviously qualifying for one of our morning gap trades. The level identified was 1955. Now, as you can see with this one, the stock came pretty close to the level and had a very nice bounce. Now, in my course, I explain in great detail what happens when stocks come close to the level and then trade away from them and what the impact is on these trades. Nevertheless, I did enter the trade at 1955 and was willing to add the second half of the position down at the lower level at 1851. It never got there, so what happened was I had half the position, the stock rallied back, it made a high in this particular candle of $19.86, giving us more than the minimum profit target. Therefore, I booked the profit and the trade was over. Not a tremendous trade, but it's a profitable trade nonetheless. Some are going to give us more gain than others, and you really never know which ones are which. That's why we book profits along the way, and we can turn some of these trades into risk-free, emotionless trades and capture the ones that go up $2, $3, $4, $5 during the trading day. The second trade of the day was L Brands LB. You can see where the stock closed yesterday, all the way up at $49.33, getting a nice haircut at the open. The stock traded all the way down to our target price of $43.61. And by the way, let me make mention that any trader that's taken the course at Lazy Gap Trader is able to calculate and come up with the same exact price targets you see here on every single stock. So it's pretty obvious what happened. The stock really only traded below that level by a few pennies, and then just minutes later, we were already at a high of $44.33, and then we obviously traded higher than that as the morning went on. Another nice trade in the books, more profit in our pocket. The third trade today was in Monster Beverage. Now, I've taken the chart down to a 3-minute chart because I want to show you, this was one of those quickies, so I want to show you how fast these things can happen. The stock closed yesterday at $63.37, getting pounded at the open. The stock traded right into the $55.88 just a few minutes into the trading day, and within that same few-minute time frame, the stock already made a high of $56.51, giving us our minimum profit target. And then it bantered back and forth in and around this area and then traded significantly higher than that as the morning went on. But what this goes to show you is you can see the importance and the power of these price levels. The stock may hang around these price levels for a little while, but what this is showing you is how important these price levels are to these stocks. And that brings up another point that I want to make. Traders that take the course understand the why behind this strategy. Once you understand why this works, it gives you an entirely different outlook on trading, it gives you a different confidence with your trading, and it removes all the guesswork away from trading because you have a different expectation of what is supposed to happen, what should happen, and what normally does happen at these price levels, at these support levels that you learn how to calculate in the course at Lazy Gap Trader. Folks, this is a strategy that you can use each and every day for the remainder of your trading career. You can see on this YouTube channel, there are hundreds and hundreds of videos with hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of trades that happen just about each and every morning like clockwork. It's a business, and if you treat it as a business, you can learn how to make money each and every day using this strategy. All right, this video is getting a little long in the tooth, so I'll give it a wrap here. I'm David Frost, LazyGapTrader.com. Thanks for tuning in, folks.